Hello everyone, I welcome all of you to my channel, The Teacher Will Say. Now, this channel is basically catering to your class 11th and 12th students of biology. The first thing that I would like to tell you people that apart from these videos, I will be also from time to time giving you the question bank and there is one thing which your boards have introduced this year is your case study based questions. Now these questions now basically these questions are they require conceptual clarity and you should be conceptually very clear about your now topic, then only you can do it and you can score also. Okay, and the third thing that comes here is your I will be at times like different topics require different approach. Okay, and why I'm beginning the question arises here, why I'm beginning with the self, not with the no, the unit of life chapter, because I tell you, because this class 11th deals with the core topics. Okay, so this is the core topic and these core topics are very important. Okay, so cell, okay, every organism is made up of cell. So until and unless you understand ki how the cell operates, what are the structure of the cells and what is its function and how it works, it's very important to know about it. Okay, so these are the core topics and your in fact your 11 deals with the core topic, and in your NEET and all these kinds of examination, remember, for biology they basically refer only to NCRT, and your this class 11th is having around 60% good questions that come in NEET and all is come from class 11th. So 11th is very important from that point of view also, and also to have a good command over the subject. Okay, so with this and therefore I will begin with the topic which is very core and it's very essential to understand about the cell. So now moving on. Okay, now you know that the cell is what? Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Now, why we say this, that it is the structure? Because all living organisms are made up of what? They are made up of cells, and these cells are only that perform the functions. Like there is an organization, you know about it, that cell gives rise to what? Tissues, and tissues organize and give you what? Organs, and organs organize and give you what? Organ system, and then organ system gives you what? Now they make up you an organism. Now see, cell is something which without it's a unit, we are saying, means without that there is no existence of living organism. Okay, cell is a structure which is giving existence to your living organism. Like you know about virus also, we don't call them that they are living organism because they don't have that um, things which is there necessary for a cell to have. Okay, so we will be talking about all those things. What makes a cell uh, is living, and how is it that it's living? Okay, all those pointers we will keep on talking on. Now, uh, if you look at a cell, what is the size of the cell? Are we able to see the with the naked eye? The answer is no. We are not able to see them with the naked eye. Because why? Because their size is what? Is small. So let's first talk about their size and then we will see why their size is so small. Okay, so there are two things, what is their size and why their size is small. So first thing, what is their size? If you look at the size, okay, there are different scales for measuring anything. Like kilometer is there, very now roads and all, they are measured in kilometer, then meters we have, then after that we have centimeter, we keep on moving, then there is millimeter, then you know about from millimeter. I don't know whether you people are aware about the scale or not. Just I will tell you, it will give you a brief explanation here. Suppose I'm making a 1 centimeter for you. Okay, now if I divide it 1 2 3 4 5, and again 1 2 3 4 5, isn't it? So this is 1 centimeter. Now this is what? This is 1 millimeter. You know that this key, that your 1 centimeter is equal to your 10 millimeter, isn't it? Now if I divide, divide if I divide this, this region of 1 millimeter into what? If I divide this 1 millimeter into 1,000 divisions, then I get what? 1 micrometer. You can understand कि if this 1 millimeter is divided, na, is divided into 1,000 divisions, so you can imagine कि how small it will be. Then you get this division of 1 micrometer. Now if you look at this 1 micrometer, so generally the cells of, I'm talking about plant and animal cell, their size ranges from uh, your 40 micrometer to 20 micrometer. Okay, now you know about that ki there are smaller cells also, you know, like you must have heard the smallest living organism. What is it? What is its name? You can find out also. And that is your PPLO, that is your pleuropneumonia like organism. Huh? They are basically mycoplasm. So, or no, the size ranges in bacteria and all, they range from 5 microns to 10 microns. So the size is smaller. In virus are even smaller, but they are not cell. Remember that thing. Okay, now the next question that comes to our mind is ki this is the size. What is the size we have discussed? Now why the size is small? Okay, so now coming back to why the size of the cell is small. So I will just try to explain you mathematically, so just focus on it. So I'm making a cube here. Okay, so this is your cube which is of 1 centimeter. Okay, suppose that this is cube of 1 centimeter. Okay, so this is the cube of 1 centimeter. Now another cube I'm making which is bigger in size, and this is suppose of 2 centimeter. Okay, now this is of 2 centimeter. Now if I have to calculate its surface area, you know that surface area is what? It is 6 into sine square. Okay, so for this surface area is equal to how much? 6 centimeter square. Now for this it will, surface area will become how much? 6 into 2 centimeter square, which will be equal to 24 centimeter square. Now volume, if you look at it, is length into breadth into height. So which is in this case is 1 centimeter cube, and here the volume becomes what? 8 centimeter cube. Now the thing that I'm trying to focus you people here is that now let us calculate what is surface area is to volume ratio. In this is the first case and this is the second case. Now in this case, what is the surface area to volume ratio? It is 6 centimeter square is to 1 centimeter cube, isn't it? Now for this surface area is to volume ratio, here it becomes how much? It becomes 24 is to 1, isn't it? No, sorry, 24 is to 8. Then it becomes how much? It becomes 3 is to 1. Okay, so here the ratio is coming out to be 3 is to 1. Here it is coming out to be 6 is to 1. Now for 1 centimeter cube, in this case For 1 centimeter cube, you can see here is what? 6 centimeter cube available. Means, suppose I'm giving an analogy to you to understand it better. Suppose I have a small house, and the movement in that house, suppose your mother has to give food to all of you. Now it's easy for her to give food, supply everything. So here also, if you look at the movement of substances, now will be much easier and faster, because more surface area is available for exchanging the substance for 1 centimeter volume. Okay, but here what is there? Like in this case, what do you find? What do you find in this case? Here it is less surface is available per 1 centimeter cube. It is how much? It is only 3 centimeter square. So suppose the house bigger, then the movement of the mother to give food to all rooms and all, it will take a lot of time, isn't it, for her, because the volume is more and the surface area is less. So this was an analogy I was just giving you, just to explain you. So here the cells are also what, they have got a volume, and the surface area becomes smaller as you keep on increasing the size. So we see that therefore you must have noticed ki when the cells they start growing, up till a certain size, then what do we find? Ki after the growth of the cell, what do we find? That when the cells they start growing, okay, then what is happening? If the size is initially this much, and if it starts growing, and after reaching a certain size, what happens? It divides into two cells. Why? Because this ratio becomes imbalanced and it divides. Okay, this is the major reason, and generally you find that the cells are small. There are exceptions to the case, like many eggs, ostrich egg and all, they are what do you find in that? The size is quite bigger in that case, and you can see them with naked eye as well. Okay, so this was one thing about the size of the cell. Okay, now we will be moving on further. I was saying ki, what are the things which is essential for a cell? How can we say, ki that this is a cell, and what makes it living? Okay, okay, so just coming to this topic, what is the essential part of a cell? Now you can see that if I draw a cell for you, there are mainly three things which is essential for any structure to be called as a cell. First is your that it should have a membrane. Okay, this is the foremost important thing. It should have a cell membrane. Okay, and it gives basically what? It gives a boundary. It separates it from the surrounding environment. Okay, and then this one is your what? This is your nucleus, which contains what? Your genetic material. Now your genetic material is what? It's having a kind of an information, how the cells have to work, what they have to work, and when they have to work, and what kind of function do they have to perform. Okay, so that is done by your nucleus. And the third thing that comes here is important is your what? It's your cytoplasm. And this cytoplasm has got what? All kind of cellular machinery which we talk of is present here in this cytoplasm, and you will find that here all the kind of reactions takes place. And we will talk it next time, and in the first chapter also see what is living, what makes a life. So we will talk about that also in that chapter also. So with this I would like to end the introductory part, and then the next we will start with the eukaryote, difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell.